Every day is a new beginning. Shine your light. It's a day and the world is waiting. Move along to the song, singing in your soul. Feel the beat, clap your hands, let's take control. All you need, all you want, are you ready to find your way? 'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome to Wisconsin Family. We are filming here at the fabulous Gruno's Diamonds. I'm your host, Jessa Jeremiah.
And I'm Justin Riley. And Jessa, I have to say, welcome back. You've been out for a month because you just had a baby.
I did.
Congratulations.
And yeah, motherhood has been fabulous. However,
Awesome.
I'm glad to be back on air with you and so excited about this show.
And this is actually the first time that we've hosted a show together.
I know, it's true.
So yeah,
Isn't
I'm
that
super
fun?
excited about that.
Me too.
That'll be fun.
Me
That'll
too.
be fun. So we've got a lot of great guests for you today. We're going to learn about the rich and storied history of Mercedes-Benz from somebody from Zimbrick. Zimbrick is celebrating their 50th anniversary, their
Isn't that
50th
wild?
birthday.
I
They've been
had no
around for
idea.
a long time.
Yeah,
so.
I didn't know they had such a rich history.
Yeah.
I'm also excited because, you know, shows like American Pickers and all those different revamping shows. So I stumbled upon this store called Best of Janesville. They are fabulous.
Yeah.
And they're going to tell us a little bit more about what they do.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. And of course, if you're looking for a great gift, a classy gift for Dad for Father's Day, look no further than Gruno's Diamonds here next to the Westtown Mall, right by Toys R Us here on the west side of Madison. You can get some great things for Dad right
We're
here.
decked out too,
So
you know.
it's all coming up right here on Wisconsin Family, so stick around.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We are here, sitting here in the fantastic Gruno's Diamonds, and
This is a really classy place.
we're kind of decked out here.
Yeah,
I'm pretty excited about some of my jewels
This
I've
is
got
great.
on.
I'm going to try to cover this up when I leave so that people don't know that I've got it. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't listen. This is a family show. Justin. Don't listen to him. But anyways, we're going to talk about a lot of things today. Pretty exciting stuff. And if you are in the market for a new car or just a vehicle at all, you don't want to miss this segment. We are going to pick Derek Austin's brain, who is joining us from Zimbrick Mercedes-Benz. And thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
So I'm pretty excited to chat with you. I noticed you rolled up in a fabulous vehicle
Yes,
this
I did.
morning. Pretty good. So just for folks at home who haven't seen you in a while,
Sure.
give us a little background about Zimbrick Mercedes and tell us what you do.
Sure, absolutely. Zimbrick, they've been a part of the Madison community for a very long time. We're actually celebrating this year 50 years of loving care service, and that's actually a true standpoint that we stand behind, that John Zimbrick, the founder of our dealerships, really wanted to invest in and show the community that not all dealerships work the same. And we have a great service department that our motto is, sales will sell the first car, but service sells the rest. So it's very important for the community to understand that we have a great service here at Zimbrick, all our dealerships, but especially Zimbrick European.
Well, I think that's really important too, because when you buy a vehicle, there's a lot of service milestones, throughout the life of the car, and to know that they can come back to you, and you're just going to have that relationship.
Absolutely.
Super important.
Yeah,
I find that important.
And the community is really big with Zimbrick. So with that, especially with celebrating our 50 years, we're giving back to the community. So every single person in our dealership is actually volunteering, and for our dealership, we're working at Second Harvest Food Bank. So
great.
every single employee will donate 3 hours of their time over this year, and we're going to be working with them. So all their dealerships work with different foundations throughout the community, and we're huge with United Way.
That's wonderful. What a great charity.
You know, as I'm looking at the logo of your shirt there, Mercedes-Benz, they really have a pretty rich and storied history.
Absolutely.
And they were kind of known for innovation and kind of being top of the line. Can you talk to us a little bit about some of the different aspects of the history of Mercedes-Benz?
Yeah, Mercedes-Benz, we're the longest running automobile company in the world.
Really?
No one else is out there that is out there as long as us. Our founder, Carl Benz, he actually produced the first car back in 1888. So that was the first vehicle that was actually produced. And with innovations, safety is huge. So Mercedes-Benz is rich on safety. If you enjoy your crumple zones in your vehicles and you're getting into an accident, your airbags, your stability control and traction control, that was all patented by Mercedes-Benz.
Really?
Yeah,
How cool
so
is
if you
that?
like safety, Mercedes-Benz is its DNA.
That's great. So I want to talk a little bit about, maybe what you have to offer for families and just kind of how that ties in, well, families of all sizes, really, even the bachelor at home or folks who've got, a baseball team of kids. What can you do for us?
Absolutely. We have a ton of brands, and especially it's a really exciting time right now. We have a lot of new models that are also coming out too. So yeah, families are in all shapes and sizes and how you want to define it. So from your special roadster convertible, but people always have this segment of Mercedes-Benz as being just out of reach for budget and finances, and that's just really not the case anymore. We have now cars that start out brand new at $29,900, and that's our brand new Mercedes-Benz CLA. So that's a 4-door sedan. So yeah, if it's just you and another spouse and maybe a puppy in the back, it can fit everybody. If we need to have a space for 5 kids and you and the husband or wife, whatever it may be, we have our brand new GLA that seats everybody comfortably.
That's awesome. Or if you're a carpooler and you need to,
yeah, absolutely.
You're picking up folks along the way.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. That's great.
A lot of options out there.
So I'm curious to know, we were talking a little bit about innovation. What's coming down the pike that's brand new? What are some new things that Mercedes is offering?
Sure.
We get the sneak peek.
Yeah, exactly. So along coupling with the safety is basically, we're getting to that day and age where the car is kind of actually almost driving itself. We have now innovations where when you set your cruise control, there are cameras all around the vehicle, and it can actually see the lane that you're driving in, traffic around you, and believe it or not, it actually is doing the steering for you too.
Oh, I need that.
So it is a very nice feature. It's part of our Distronic, which is our radar autonomous cruise control system. But we also have safety features that, if you believe it or not, the car can see behind you, and it can detect that person who's not paying attention and is about to hit you. So your car can actually prepare for a rear-ending collision instead of just a forward collision, which is some very exciting and new features that are coming out on our vehicles.
That's so exciting.
Preparing,
I feel
the
like
car
I
prepares.
Yeah,
The car
I
prepares.
need all of these things.
Yeah, the car prepares. There's a long-range
I'm going to
radar.
drive home now without these things
Yeah.
in my car.
Let's just switch vehicles.
Yeah,
I'll take your
sure,
I'm
absolutely.
Have to
The boss
go
won't care.
Over to you. So let's switch gears a little bit because I know you guys recently have gotten some awards and some accolades. I want to make sure that we brag on you for a second.
Yes,
Tell us
absolutely.
about that.
So every year there's a World Car Award, and there's all different segments for it. For the Luxury World Car Award, our S Coupe, a brand new S Coupe that came out in 2015, won that award. We also won for World Car Performance Vehicle, the new Mercedes-Benz GTS. It's a high-performance 2-door coupe. You're going to have a great fun time, and if you want to get away on the weekend.
Absolutely.
And then the last one, World Car over every vehicle out there, is our brand new C-Class. 2015 C-Class won the award over anything out there. So we're very excited about that.
Lots to brag about, and good for you guys. You guys have really some wonderful accomplishments, and just make sure I'm going to come shopping.
Please,
I
yeah,
think-
absolutely.
I'm
Yes, come see
sold.
us.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
absolutely. Well, make sure you go check out Derek Austin over at Mercedes-Benz, and they can come see you specifically.
Yes,
for
please.
all their car needs.
I
Great.
can take care of it.
And after the break, we're going to actually talk a little bit about revamping and
Yes.
repurposing. It's all right here on Wisconsin Family here at Gruno's Diamonds.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin Family. We're here on location at the gorgeous Gruno's Diamonds, which is adjacent to the Westtown Mall and next to Toys R Us.
Yes, it is gorgeous.
There's a lot of cool, nifty things here.
I have some items I've fallen
I
in
see
love
that.
with.
I see that.
Yeah.
You're sort of grabbing something new every time we come back from break.
And
here,
I
so.
can't help myself. It's dangerous, but it's good dangerous. You know what I mean?
Dangerous. Yeah, absolutely. Well, our next two guests are going to talk about some other nifty items that you can get. We've got James Flister and Denise Cole from Best of Janesville and Revamped Vintage. Welcome to the program,
Welcome.
guys.
Thank you. Thanks for having
Good to
us.
have you here. Good to have you back. This is our
Yes.
second time that you and I have talked,
Yes,
James.
yes.
So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you guys can talk to us a little bit about what sets you apart from a typical antique store.
Sure, sure. So we pride ourselves on not being just your typical antique store. We have a variety of artists and local entrepreneurs, and we've got about 30 or 40 local vendors and a variety of antiques and collectibles. And the thing we really pride ourselves on is the repurposed furniture. We like to consider ourselves like a picker's paradise and a destination for repurposers. And so, we're really lucky to have Denise from Revamped Vintage with her repurposed furniture.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's so cool because there's a lot of shows out there right now that I think have brought a lot of attention to what you
Yes.
guys are doing. American Pickers, I
Yeah.
think, is one. There's all. I mean, I could probably list 10 if I had time.
Sure, absolutely.
But it's neat because it brings people like you kind of to the forefront, and you guys are doing this right here in our area. People can come see you, and you're actually inside of Revamped Vintage. So talk to us a little bit about some of the items that you repurpose.
I take a lot of older furniture and I'll, like even if something is missing a drawer, I'll repurpose it into like an entertainment center or do projects with it. I'm currently working on a Lego dresser for a customer.
Oh, cool.
And I see a lot of people throw furniture away and I ask them that they bring it to me because you can make it beautiful again. It doesn't
Yeah.
need to be in the landfills.
It's
So-
neat how, it's the style has really gone from, I mean, we're not looking for that cookie cutter furniture and artwork and all that stuff
Right.
anymore. It's all about having those unique pieces in your home. And that's what you do.
Yes.
Love it.
And there is quite a bit of unique items and a variety of different items to choose from. Where do you guys find your unique vendors that bring you those items?
Sure, sure. So that's kind of the fun part for us is we're always out there picking, you know, at auctions and rummage sales and flea markets and stuff, and you kind of start to see these same people, you know, over and over. It kind of becomes a community,
Yeah.
and it's kind of fun to see these guys over and over. And they kind of find us too because they may be a customer or they may be somebody that we've been in their store before. They may have an existing store and they want to have a little offshoot, a little extra space. But it's really an affordable way for somebody to present their stuff and showcase their artwork or their collectibles or their antiques or whatever they may be into, and just present it to the public and give an opportunity for people to check it out.
Absolutely. And
cool.
just like Denise, and she's got her shop right in there, so that you can actually find Revamped Vintage inside Best of Janesville and,
Yes.
and all these other different vendors, which is so cool. And let's talk a little bit, so that's kind of the business model. So let's talk a little bit about how the community has embraced sort of what you do. It's really got a community feel because you've got all this great local talent.
Sure. It's the community really has embraced it. We get all kinds of positive feedback on our Facebook page and from customers walking through and stuff. We even get comments that it's got kind of a museum feel to it, and obviously we're looking to sell and not just showcase and stuff, but it's got that feel to it because it is so creative with the different vendors and stuff. They're constantly reworking their booths and bringing stuff in, so
Yeah.
it's got that unique creative feel to it.
Well, and I got that feeling, I've been to shop, I have to admit, and I got that feeling of like, I wish I had a friend there, because as I was walking through, I had all my little vignettes that I really preferred, certain favorites.
Sure.
And I wished I had somebody, there was so many cool items to go, oh my God, look at that.
Yeah.
You almost need to bring a friend when you shop, because there's so much fun stuff to look
Yeah.
at.
Now, I'm kind of curious to know, you talked about like going to flea markets and different shows and things like that. If let's say I had an item that I wanted to sell at Best of Janesville, do you have to find it there, or could I just bring it in, or how does that work?
You can do either or. We've got customers who are finding stuff there. We've got, especially with Denise, we've got customers who are bringing her pieces to revamp, and she also is out there picking in stuff too. And so she'll find raw pieces, or we'll find raw pieces. My grandma is like the rummage sale queen, so she's out there finding pieces for us, and they all just find their way back to our shop. And whether Denise, revamps it up and then sells it, or if a customer has a custom order in mind for Denise, she can fulfill that as well.
And I have to throw in that being a rummage sale queen is really an art form. There's a kind of a whole
So
science
true.
It is,
Yeah.
definitely.
And real quick before we go, talk to us a little bit about any events that you guys do, because I know you have some fun things.
Sure. So we've got an event planned once a month, the third weekend of the month. We're going to do a large outside sale, and so that's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday event, and that's free for anybody who wants to come and set up their booth outside. And just sell their stuff and showcase their stuff, and we just like to have a friendly atmosphere. We'll have some food trucks available, and it's kind of a flea market, craft market, vendor market all rolled into one.
Sounds
Very
fun.
cool. Well, James Lister and Denise Cole from Best of Janesville and Revamped Vintage, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Guys.
having us.
Don't go away. When we come back, we'll be talking with Brent Mead, the owner of Bruno's Diamonds.
Yes.
It's Wisconsin family.
'Cause every day is a new day.
Welcome back to Wisconsin, family. If you are just tuning in, we have been sitting here in the fabulous Gruno's Diamonds.
Fabulous it is, for sure.
And boy, I just keep getting more and more decked out. We're sitting here now, finally,
Yeah.
this is the segment you've been waiting for. We get to introduce you to Brent Mead, who is the owner and president of Gruno's. Thank you for having us here.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for coming out. This is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, we've had a good time already.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
I just keep adding. I get more expensive as we
You,
go.
you look a
but
little different every time.
I think I
so-
look better
Yeah.
at each segment. What do you
Well,
think?
you need different things on for different outfits.
I agree.
Or the same outfit.
Yes. Well, we get to show the variety, the options.
A lot of options at Gruno's.
So we've got a lot to talk to you about because
Okay.
Justin and I have been looking around and falling in love with some pieces, and we've already fallen in love with Gruno's. If you didn't know, they have been in Rockford for some time, and we finally get a Gruno's here in Madison,
Yes.
and how exciting. So for viewers at home who have not experienced Gruno's, tell us a little bit about what makes you different, because I think there's a lot of things to mention here.
Well, there is. Three things come to my mind. First and foremost is our people. The people that have chosen to partner with us and come on board are amazing, and each one of them is unique in their own right. They are educated. They've been in this industry or the fashion industry. Almost every one of them is local, if not a local tie, born and raised. They came from this marketplace, so they know the customer base, they know the culture of our company, and they're doing a fantastic job. And I think if you come in and experience it, besides the beautiful jewelry, besides all the great things that we have, it's the people that are going to make the difference. And you've just got to try it to experience it.
Absolutely. And you do have just a wonderful staff. Everyone that I have met has been just outstanding.
Yeah.
So
They seem like they're very hand-picked. You kind of pick them.
yeah.
They were absolutely
Yeah.
handpicked. We're thrilled that in our company, of just under 30 employees, over 20 of them are degreed in some fashion in our industry, whether it be
Wow.
the American Gem Society, the Gemological Institute of America. And what's so important about that is you're talking to somebody that understands the product. If in this industry, if you don't know diamonds, you've got to know your jeweler. And there's nothing more comforting than to know your jeweler knows diamonds.
Yeah.
Right.
Because there is a difference.
Yeah.
Well, it's one of the bigger purchases that you make in life, and hopefully purchases, guys, if you're watching at home, that you're making along the way. So it's really nice if you don't know what you're doing, which a lot of people don't. There's a lot to
Right.
know, to have somebody that is well versed in the subject, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of questions that I have, anyways.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's talk a little bit about your locations, because you guys, your first location is down in Rockford, Illinois, just kind of down the road from where we are here in Madison. What made you guys decide to come up here to Madison?
Well, it was an interesting journey, and it's a great question. Just under 65 years in Rockford, that's kind of been our home base. And but through technology and some of the things that we do, we started noticing the zip codes surrounding the Madison area, starting in Janesville and working north. More and more customers were coming to see us. Wow, we wish we had some. I said, what don't you have? And we took a look around. And we felt that we were needed here. We felt that the products that we had were different. There weren't the same offerings in other stores here. There was a void in the market for a quality jeweler that had quality people. And that was the first part of the decision. And then to have our key partner, Rolex Watch, say, you know what, that's a viable market. We haven't had anybody in the market for over 4 years. Would you do it? And it didn't take long to put it together and say, let's go.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
we're here.
That's got to be a good feeling for you before you even open this store, to have people say, yeah, we're from Madison. We drove all the way down here just to come and see you guys.
And it really made, time and time and time again, and everywhere in between, Stoughton, Janesville, like I said,
Yeah.
and it's been fun, and they've come to like this store as much as Rockford and
Right.
vice versa. So
Yeah.
it's been a real joy.
Absolutely. Well, what a great thing to have you here now, finally.
Thank you.
And you have some unique services and things that set you apart as well. So let's talk a little bit about that.
We do. Aside from our gemology team, which is important, and what that means to the customer, is if they've got a question about something they've purchased, something they want to purchase, again, they're talking to an educated person that not only understands the technical aspect of the product, but also the history, the current market conditions, and we can help put values on those things, help them understand whether they're buying or selling, because things happen. We're here to help,
Yeah.
and we do it in a very friendly way.
Yeah.
So the technical aspect and our people is amazing. The other parts of our service that are quite unique, we have 3 full-time master jewelers and 2 assistant jewelers in our Rockford store, and soon one in training of our department will be running this store for the jewelry side. They have over 100 years of manufacturing experience. I'm not talking repairing, I'm talking making jewelry.
Yeah.
So when we talk about our services, aside from our gemological expertise, when you combine that with a workforce that understands how things should be made and are made and have a quality assurance second to none, all of a sudden you become important, become
Yeah.
very important to your customer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the third aspect of that is we have Madison's only Rolex certified watchmaker. So he's trained in not only the WO-STEP process certification, the Century 21 certification, the CW21 designation. He's also Rolex approved. So this location is where high-end Swiss watches can and are repaired. So that's incredible.
That's so great.
Yeah,
That's so
very
cool.
We're very fortunate.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes, to have that
We
finally in Madison.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So now I'm curious to know, because I know that there are a lot of guys, probably myself included out there, who think, I'll go and I'll buy an engagement ring, wedding band and whatnot, and then I'm pretty much done with jewelry for a while. But what are some good reasons for guys to not think that way and think, I need to return to Gruno's and keep coming back?
Well, that's a wonderful question. Statistics tell us that the #1 gift on the #1 anniversary, diamonds. They say, wait, I just gave her a diamond. No. You're not
You're
done.
not done, guys.
You're not done.
No.
And trust me, to miss that diamond moment could be a big mistake. So anniversaries, birthdays, and it doesn't have to be diamonds every time. Aside from our watch offerings, we have beautiful products for fun occasions that are meaningful. Alex and Ani, which we've talked about a little bit. We're going to get into that more, I know. Shinola watches, they're fun. $500 right there. Giving one of those away for Father's Day. So just come in and register to win, and
wow.
we'll put a Shinola watch on your wrist.
There you go. Come register.
There you go.
And that's an interesting product, as it's made in America in Detroit, Michigan.
Very cool.
And it's the first non-Swiss made in America watch brand we've had in over 30 years.
Oh my
So
goodness.
they're really cool. I think you can attest to that.
Very cool.
There's so many great things and great gifts, great anniversary presents. Of course, shop for your engagement ring, and we've got so many other things to talk about with you. So we're going to come back.
Good.
But that's it for today. So thank you so much for having us here, Brent, for our very first couple of episodes for Wisconsin Family. Want to
been
thank
great.
all of our guests for joining us, and thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.
Every day is a new beginning. Shine